How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. 500th review, actually. Yes and no on that, though. This is my 500th review I'm going to post. It has the number 500 next to it. But I'm pretty sure I'm over 500 reviews. I just have a really fucking craptastic at making the count of my reviews be correct. So, pretty sure I'm past 500. But this is the one that's going to say 500 next to it, and maybe I'll fix that eventually. Anyway, for this review, I'm going to be doing Modern Times Monsters Park. It's an Imperial Stout, and this one is aged in rum barrels with coconut and cocoa. Not cacao, Cocoa Nibs. Really excited to give this a whirl. I had a taste of this when it originally came out around middle of summertime. A buddy of mine, George, actually was just randomly going to be in San Diego at the time, ended up getting this through their online buying system, whatever, and ended up picking me up a bottle of this. Thank you very much, George, for hustling for that one. Yeah, been dying to dive into this sucker for a long time and figured, 500 is good enough reason as any to, or pseudo 500 is good enough reason as any to actually do a review. So yeah, here we go. As far as what it says on the bottle, it says special release, Modern Times Beer, huge barrel aged Imperial Stout, Monsters Park, Imperial Stout aged in Nicaraguan rum barrels with coconut and cocoa nibs added. Let's see. This beer is vegan. I am not. 13% alcohol by volume, 50 SRM, 60 IBUs, pale malt, oat malt, dark chocolate, midnight wheat, crystal 120, roast in black barley. Obvious malts. This Monsters Park are hulking, cantankerous Imperial Stout aged in fragrant, oaky Nicaraguan rum barrels with toasted coconut and cacao nibs. The barrel character is immediately evident on the nose and only grows more intense flavor. Big thunderous notes of coconut and chocolate add a crazy dimension to the sledgehammer of sabor, combining with the massive roast characters of Monsters Park to create a wildly complex and delicious beer. And that's pretty much it. Forget the damned motor car and build the cities for lovers and friends. Who's Mumford? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, label-wise, it's cool. I mean, it's, Modern Times, pretty much, well, not all, but a lot of their bottles basically follow the same design, just a little bit different verbiage. And, I dig it. Very simple, to the point. Not my favorite, but very close to, above being just generically good. And it actually has a nice little, funk ring on it already. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this came out, I want to say maybe early summer. So, it hasn't been sitting that long. Let's find out. Big and rich and dark. As you can see, I'm pouring this in there without care in the world. I'll lean a little bit more. So I'm not going to get that big of a head on this sucker. Pinky finger, just under a pinky finger. What I like my coffee to look like, infinitely compactly tight bubbles. Crispy, pillowy head cut on top of it. And like I said, that's dark. You just get the ever so slightest bit of color on the bare bottom part of this. That's pretty much it. So yeah, she looks like a big, huge stout. Let's get a nose on it. Definite rum, definite chocolate, definite coconut. That rum in there is a nice, rich, it says Nicaraguan, but it's more like, your, if I was going to equate it to a rum, it'd be more of your Caribbean style rum, which I assume Nicaraguan rum is like, almost like a butteriness, not in a buttery way of like a negative kind of taste, like butteriness, but it actually, to me, like Caribbean rum has this like very buttery kind of nose to it. And that's kind of what I'm getting on here. Then I'm getting a ton of dark baker's chocolate, and I'm getting a hefty amount of coconut in there too. It smells almost like powdery in its nose. It doesn't smell all that boozy either. Just smells like rich, deep, dark. Smells like an absolute tea, to a T, dessert beer. Yeah. And it smells like if you put all those components and then just kind of cook them down a little bit. Kind of flambéed them maybe a little bit. Brought a little bit of like roasty, not roasted malt, but kind of caramelization to all that and just kind of bring it together. It smells very cohesive. Doesn't smell like a huge flavor here or a huge flavor there. It's very very smooth, very non-abrasive. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, it smells like an absolute huge dessert of a stout. You get a subtle yet non-bitter roasted malts in the nose, and that's pretty much it beer-wise. Everything else coming from there is kind of like a lot of barrel character. So let's see if it follows suits in the mouth. Cheers. That's a nice beer. I am getting a little bit of like a kind of subtle metallicness on the end of it. I do not remember that being there when I had it. Like I said, had it straight out the chute. It's definitely not as hot as it was when it first came out, but it's still a really nice beer. It's just that kind of subtle, kind of astringent, kind of metallicness on the end there. Not sure where that's coming from, but it wasn't there when I had it originally, from what I remember. Getting big coconut in this. Definitely getting that rum in there. Definitely like a kind of, islandy Caribbean style rum. I'm getting the chocolate in there. Again, it's like a powdered, fluffy, powdered, dry kind of chocolate, but that coconut is pretty big in there. It's probably a combination of the coconut it was brewed with or rested on and the barrel maybe, but it's pretty big. It's one of the bigger coconut notes I've got off a beer in quite some time. Body's really nice. It's not going to win the gold medal for the thickest beer I've ever had, but it's probably going to medal. Let's put it that way. Definitely in the running for medal. After a couple sips, that kind of metallic astringency has kind of gone by the wayside. We had palates just adjusting to it. Yeah. Not overtly complex. I mean, you're getting a decent amount of flavor. You're getting that chocolate. You're getting that coconut. You're definitely getting the rum. You're getting a subtle roasted malt. And then that's pretty much it. It's definitely rounded out with age. But it's not going to be confused with some kind of crazy over-the-top complex beer bomb of a beer. It's just what it is absolutely fantastic. And pretty damn good beer. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it other than it's pretty damn good. If you were to pull out that kind of metallic astringency that was there at the beginning, that I'm sure is still there now, I just adjusted to it. I think I would just been overjoyed a bit more. It just kind of was right there up front. So it kind of made me step back a little bit. But like I said, now, not getting it, and it's infinitely better when that's not in the way. Let's put it that way. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better beers in general I've had as of late? Yes. I've had better, but it's definitely in the running for that. Is it one of the better rum barrel-aged beers I've had as of late? Yes, because it's kind of getting that rum character I like, that kind of Caribbean style, kind of buttery. And I know it sounds kind of disgusting to some people, but that's kind of how I view my Caribbean rums. Kind of getting that out of there, and that amount of coconut that I'm getting in there is just really, really nice. It's not the most coconut beer in the world. That would go to Last Snow from Funky Buddha. But as far as just a barrel-aged coconut of a beer, the only one I'd probably put above this right now, maybe a couple, but Flying Mouflon barrel-aged comes to mind as one that would trump this definitely. But it's up there if you're one of those coconut fiends. Would I buy it again? Maybe. I'd have to be in the right mood. It was a very coveted beer that you had to go online and get like tickets for. Again, like I said, my friend George did that for me, but I did pay $30 for the bottle. That's what it cost from the brewery. That kind of sucks. I'm almost positive it was 30. I'm almost positive it was $30. 26, 28, something like that. This is the kind of beer I'd want to become somewhere, especially in a bomber format, somewhere around the like $15 to $18 range. But it wasn't that. So it's a little bit high on the price scale, and it's hard to find. That's the only thing that sucks about it too. And just say if you like, well, if you really like this, if you like rum barrel aged stuff, if you like coconut in your beer, you definitely like this. Not sure if it's something they'll do again. I'm pretty sure it was like a one-off thing, but I'm sure next year rolls around, they'll do it again. So it's something you'd definitely be able to pick up. Like I said, I don't remember that kind of like subtle metallic astringency kind of thing being there when I originally had it the first time when I shared a bottle with somebody. But it's here now, so I don't know if the age kind of played in that. There's something in there. But, I mean, that aside, like I said, after a couple sips, it's kind of gone by the wayside. That aside, it's just a really fucking good beer. So there you go. Another review in the books. Pseudo 500. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you want to check me out anywhere else on the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places. Yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice rum barrel aged coconut laden beer right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.